If you're an older rider, then you're probably thinking, well, I'm not as aggressive as I used to be, so I can't really go as fast as I used to, right? Well, that might be the case if that's how you think. For example, if you're trying to keep up with a younger riding group, whether it's your kids or just some friends or grandkids, and you feel like you have to ride out of your comfort zone, and this makes you more likely to crash. Or maybe you have some similar aged riding buddies and you aren't able to keep up with them as you used to on the trails you're normally riding with. So is it you and your old age, or maybe it's your bike? Well, let's talk about your bike first. Do you ride a 450 or maybe a 300 two-stroke and feel like it's gonna wheelie out from under you? Or maybe it has. If that happens every time you ride, then you might have too powerful of a dirt bike. More power than you really need. While it's nice to have that extra power when you need it, it might actually be doing more harm than good, because that power is harder to control, because it's easier to whiskey throttle, and because it's going to wear you out quicker. So when you're going on a long trail ride and that snappy power, it pushes you back on the seat, you have to use extra energy to hang on to the handlebars, and this will wear you out quicker. And once you get exhausted, it's harder to stay in control and hang on to the handlebars, especially when you're riding technical terrain, riding over rocks or logs or just steep hills. So for example, one sign that you probably have too powerful of a dirt bike is if you get exhausted within the first 30 minutes of riding. Now, maybe you're not in shape, but if you're just casually riding and not going at 100%, you should be able to ride longer than 30 minutes. So when you downgrade to a slower bike, you'll be able to ride longer because it's easier to stay in control. It's not gonna feel like it's ripping your arms out or whiskey throttle from out under you. And going back to riding faster, you probably think that, well, I just need to be more aggressive if I want to ride faster to keep up with my buddies or the younger crowd. Well, while riding more aggressively, which is essentially harder on the gas, harder on the brakes, you're stopping, accelerating faster, while you can go ride faster doing that, that may not be the answer, and it's most certainly going to wear you out more. So if you feel that you need to ride more aggressive to ride faster, it may just be that you have formed some bad riding habits that cause you to have less control on the trails and make you exhausted faster. For example, if your arms and hands and wrists get tired quicker than any other part of your body, that's a really big sign that you have formed a bad riding habit. And it's another reason why you're not going as fast as you could be. And if your arms and hands are getting exhausted quickly, that's a common sign that you have poor standing position. You formed a bad riding habit while standing, which is super common, even if you've been riding for a long time. And if that's the case, then I want you to check out this video here. It shows you how to form a positive riding habit while standing on the pegs so that you have more control and can ride longer and faster while being safer. I'm Kelly Fager. Learn more, ride more.